Hello everyone, today is September 5th, 2025, and welcome back to playing Fortnite until the One Piece collab happens. As always, if you have questions or suggestions, comment below and I will respond tomorrow. So, I did stream some of Silk Song yesterday, and we're going to talk a bit about it, because I come off as very negative, often. Just heat in the moment, I can get very negative. And I do want to say that absolutely is my game of the year. But we got a couple things to talk about. Some stuff that I think they made a very controversial move, and I'm going to try to explain why I think they did it. Let me get one of the things out of the way that is a bit of a nitpick, but it is also kind of interesting that they did it in the first place, which is, hold up, they still carried it over from the first game where you have to buy the quill and the compass. Now, and I'd say it's even worse in this game. So, also, they made a new update for Blitz. This is my first time playing it. So, essentially what happened is, whoa. Hold up. Okay, this is... Oh my god, die! How did I die to a bot?! Seriously? Alright, we're starting off strong. I somehow died to a freaking bot. Anyways, they made the quill and the compass freaking still stuff that you have to buy and equip, which is even worse in this game because, to my knowledge, you have 3 like slots for different like types of charms, I guess, is how you could say it. And so, for example, the compass is a yellow charm. So why would I ever put anything else in the yellow slot except for the compass? Especially on a first playthrough. And I know everyone, well, like several people will say that, you know, the compass is just, like, it's fine. You just, you know, if you're experienced in the game, then you're not gonna need the compass and whatnot. And I don't agree to that. I say that you have to be significantly experienced in the game to make it okay. And that's something that kind of just persists through the whole, like, a lot of the critiques about Hollow Knight and Silk Song are basically just negated by, like, the FromSoft fans that just say, get good. Like, oh, the compass isn't a problem, it shouldn't be a mandatory item, just get good and don't use the compass. As if that's, like, a good thing? Are you kidding me? Anyways, like, tell me why is it a good, like, seriously a good thing that you don't have the compass normally, like, at all times? Alright, I gotta pay attention a bit. This guy's gonna land on me. Nice try, dude. Oh, frick off, really? Why do we keep losing Blitz games? What is that screen shake, dude? It's really hard to concentrate. Anyways, you know what I'm saying, like, the compass should just be something that you always have. It shouldn't be a charm, especially because at least in Hollow Knight, it was 1 charm slot. It wasn't that much. You could just deal with it. Like, yeah, you could just deal with it in the first game. But in this one, it takes up one of your only three slots. So it's kind of... Frick off, dude. Why would you throw that? What the heck even hit me? I can't tell at all what is happening. Who the frick? What I'm trying to say is that just because, yes, you can get through the game without the compass, doesn't mean that it shouldn't just be something you always have. Or like the quill. Why is the quill an item? Why do I have to pay money to just update the freaking map? That should just be something you always have. It should be a freaking map and quill. It's not... It's a nitpick and it's a small complaint, but it's still a problem and it shouldn't be doing that. Now let's get to the actual problem with Silksong. And this is another thing that people are just gonna say, get good over, but I think it is completely overtuned, which is every single boss in the game deals double damage. And this is something that people are just gonna say, oh, get good, like, you just freaking, like, just get better at the game, man, like, and there's a certain line, though. You have to understand that this is complete whiplash for several people. The reason I feel that Team Cherry did this is because they want to make sure the game was challenging even for people that have played Hollow Knight to death. Because there absolutely are people that have played Hollow Knight to death and they didn't want to disappoint their core fans. But this also means that they have just punched all the like people that played Hollow Knight once or twice in the balls, and so, like all the ones that weren't absolute god gamers, because it is insane how you start the game with about 5 masks, and if you collect every single mask shard in the game, you have 10 masks, which means that you can take a maximum of 5 hits against bosses without having to heal. And of course, you have to get other stuff to upgrade how much silk you have and like the stuff to heal. But they are... Ew, charge shotgun. They have made it more of a high risk, higher reward thing, and that does work, but I just feel like every boss in the game dealing double damage is a little bit much. You compare this to the first game, where only the select few hardest bosses in the game ever did double damage. This is... I don't think every boss needs to do it. Like, the game is significantly harder than the first one, and I'm not for sure it's a good thing in all aspects. It does force you to get better, but not every fight in the game is perfectly designed. And, like, for example, the other thing I don't like is bosses. It's much worse in this game because they deal double damage. Is bosses will deal full damage just by grazing you. Where the frick are we going? Just by grazing you, they will deal double damage. So, imagine if you're playing Elden Ring and you're fighting Margit, and his quick slash attack dealt the same amount of damage as his big hammer slam. That's what's going on in Hollow Knight, and I know they're different games, Man, this loot pool is awful. Yeah. So, like, for example, if you watch the stream, you'll know frick off! You, like, don't you dare steal. God. Okay. So, if you watch my stream, you watch me fight something called, like, a Savage Beastfly, I think was the name of the boss. Now, okay. Now this boss is absolutely not perfect. What it does is it has an attack where it will just charge at you. But it can do that at any moment, and if you are mid-jump when it does that, then you simply don't have enough time to fall to the ground and then jump back up. So, because it's too low for you to duck under, and it's too high for you to land and jump over and hit it with an attack. So, if you're ever falling from a jump against this guy, there's a chance you will just get hit for 2/5 of your health bar. Frick off, dude! Why are you so annoying? Why the frick are you just steal all my loot? Like, frick off, get your own crap. You deliberately wait until I fricking get stuff to fricking... If this guy hits me with the shockwave again, I'm gonna have a hernia. Fricking pick it up. Alright. Anyways, so... I don't like that. There are... several bosses that I've fought are well designed. I will... Frick. The boss fights are good. The game is very good. And I'm saying all this... How does that miss? Are you freaking kidding me? Dude, about to die. Oh, interesting. Okay. Josh Eats box. Anyways, there is so much that I can say is fantastic about Hollow Knight Silksong. I don't know if it's gonna win Game of the Year because of Expedition 33. Kill him. How have you not killed him already? Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna win because Expedition 33 exists and it's like that game got like universal love and acclaim, except for the people that just hate RPGs because they're RPGs. Like, ew, it's turn-based. It's a bad game. The end of the story is that it is a very great game. It is absolutely everything we were wanting. I just think that they overtuned a couple things, and it's not going to get fixed. Because enemies dealing double damage is a, like, fundamental thing that I don't feel like they can just change all of a sudden and just do that. And I really don't think they're going to implement a difficulty option or anything like that. Oh, yeah! Like, they're not going to implement a difficulty option or anything that... You just have to get good. It's just really tough. It's just a really tough game. And I think it's unnecessarily tough in some ways. Not every boss should be dealing 2 masks of damage. I got spoiled on the final boss, and it can do 3 hits. You can do 3 freaking masks of damage. Not on every hit. I was rusty before. Oh, jeez! We're dead. I don't have a good shotgun. Get me out of here. Why can't I build? Dude. Okay, dude. Oh, frick off. I guess another thing I should talk about is the Dawn to Dawn episode. I think this is the weakest episode so far. The one I released yesterday. Why are you just sitting out here in storm? Wow, nice. Yeah, it was absolutely the weakest episode because the first 8 minutes of it are pretty much entirely skippable because it's the opening and then it's just nice. It's just the opening and 6.5 minutes of seeing some of the events of previous episodes from Quinta Sakata's point of view. And it's not like that crazy. It's kind of just like we understand what is like. Frick off, bro! I just fricking landed. Pain. Peak. Yeah! Holy frick. No shot. No shot. I fricking. Oh my god. I dealt so much damage to him. Don't let him live. Okay. Think. Wow. 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 That's crazy. With Justice reboots are disabled. Go, 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 dude. Go. Holy crap. So. Oh, and I'm getting a reboot. The rest of the episode was pretty good. I don't really have that much to say about it. It's the start of the Kaiju arc, so it's not got... It's the start of the end of the season. Holy frick! Oh my god, move! No! And he quit the game. Really, dude? I missed. Dang it. How do I miss? Oh my god, dude. Holy crap, it's Storm! Why am I not reloaded, dude? Oh my god, that was crazy! Holy crap, we won! That's crazy! Holy frickin' crap. We died. Alright. Oh my god! Really? Don't die. Freaking get him. Ha! Don't die. Holy crap! Where'd you get him? Where? Okay, we got him. Let's go! Yeah! There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, My Hero update. I finished season 3. I don't like the big 3. I don't like the dude with the goofy, lame, frickin' blue eyes and the frickin' like the other two. I don't like his quirk. I don't like him. I don't like how they just like. I'm not gonna be able to explain why it seems off. And wow, 23rd place. What a brilliant way to finish out the day. Oh boy. So we're like 11 days away from the stupid Megazord thing happening. So, anyways, that has been the video for September 5th, 2025. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna go play Silksong.